So today we have a wheel here that is just spinning while staying empty. But as soon as we add a hamster to it, then every time it makes a rotation, we get a little bit of money out of it. $20 there to begin with. And we can also give the wheel a little bit of a boost to speed things up a little bit, which lets us earn money way faster, and sometimes the hamster goes on a tumble. We can also give him a couple of friends to get even more money. Once there's 3 of them, we can merge them together. Oh, and the wheel blows up. Puts him out of commission just for a little bit, but then we can move on. And we can also just make the hamster tumble endlessly because the wheel is going way too fast for him, but it also lets us earn money quicker until it blows up again. Let's just give him a couple more friends because we have close to $1,000 there already. And we can also use the money we're getting to get some extra income because the more income we get, the faster we level up. And we can also give the hamsters more speed as well. And once we level up enough, we can move on to the next wheel, which is a little bit bigger and it can fit more hamsters, which is good because we can already merge to make 2 of these little things, even though they look more like mice than hamsters. But we'll just keep the hamster count maxed out for even more money, and the bigger wheel also means that they're earning more. The upgraded hamsters are getting 200 money every time. So we are already very close to 10,000 monies already, especially if we just keep upgrading the income with all this money that we're getting, and keep giving the hamsters even more speed so we can just keep tormenting them with accelerated hamster wheels. Oh, but that gray one's keeping up, and so is that orange one. They're still going, and then boom, they all die. And with all this extra money that we're getting, we're already halfway to the next hamster wheel, which is very good for us. So more than anything, I'm gonna wanna upgrade the income because these hamsters are already getting over $500 every rotation. Just gotta keep the speed up as much as I can without blowing up the wheel. And just like that, we can already move on to the next wheel, which is very good for us. It's so much bigger. So we can get 3 of these tan yellowish hamsters in here, which lets us merge it to the next level. And this looks more hamster-like. So no more mouse things until we buy more and max out the count, and then merge, and then buy a few more, and then merge again, and then get 2 more. And the level 3 hamster gets 2,000 every time? Oh my goodness, this is progressing very quickly. I love it. Even if all he's doing is spinning, just keep rolling until we invest almost the 100,000 that we had into getting more income. We are collecting money very quickly. Just gotta keep the money machine going, and the speed as well, because then the rotations happen sooner without overheating as quickly. Oh, and they're actually speeding up too. And then they all blow up. It's good for them, builds character. And it is nice that they still earn money even though they're just spinning around like crazy. And it's the same amount too, but they probably feel better actually being able to keep up with all of this speed and all of this income. And the level 3 is already advancing so quickly. I want to see how many hamsters we can get on this wheel when we get to the maximum level. I don't even know what the maximum level is, but we're gonna get there really soon because we are already to level 4, which, whoa, okay, this one's a little spiky. Hamsters must be about to go through their rebellious phase, and then merge those, and now we have 2 of these level 3 hamsters. And also, merging the hamsters is getting quite expensive, but thankfully we can afford it. And thankfully, they're getting 6,000 each time now. That's way better. Need way more hamsters. And also way more money because now it costs 571,000 to merge them, which thankfully we can do now. But now it costs $1 million, oh my goodness. Thankfully though, we can't buy any more hamsters to merge, so we can just spend all this time upgrading our income. And there's also this wheel freeze thing here that could be good for us. Let's try it out. So as we ramp up the speed on the wheel, it's actually not building up any heat. Oh, that is perfect for us. These hamsters can spin for a long time. Just keep spinning, especially if the level 3 hamsters are earning 8,000. That's almost 10,000 a hamster. These are some expensive little hamsters. Like those pet owners that build an entire like jungle gym in their house just for their pet hamster. It's like, is the hamster living with you or are you living with the hamster? Well, if the hamster earns me 11,000 and nice monies, then I'll gladly live with a hamster. Because now we have over 1 million monies, and this is only level 4. It's like 50,000 every rotation, and now the income upgrade costs over 1 million. So maybe we should get the speed up that high to match it, just because I think that'd be good. And all this speed is really good for us to get to level 5 quicker, because the level up bar doesn't progress as quickly. Well, at least it lets us get to the millions in our pockets, and then we move on to the next wheel. So we can add just a few more hamsters, only 1. surprisingly, but we can still merge them. And then we should be able to merge to the next level of hamster past this one that earns 50,000. Goodness gracious. But also merging them costs almost 4 million there. We should be able to get there pretty quickly with 3 of these individual hamsters earning 50,000. And then we can merge it. Oh, look at that. He's got a top hat. He's a fancy little fella. A fancy little fella that earns 100,000 a rotation. I am very happy about that. And I'll be happy with more hamsters that are all level 1 besides him. But merging them is getting really expensive. But also look at how slow it takes the level 5 bar to go up. We really need to merge these things. And also probably upgrade the income, which it looks like it raises this guy's income by 10,000 and then a little more. So it must be a 10% increase each time. I'm okay with that. But man, we're gonna need way more income upgrades before we can get to level 6. And also more of these leveled up hamsters. It takes 20 million now. Okay, I thought the income scaling was crazy. No, the merging is even worse. Thankfully though, it's pretty easy for us to keep the maximum number of hamsters on here and also get way more income bonuses. So we just let the game run long enough where we get a nice amount of millions, and then we can merge the hamsters once and twice, get a few more, make them run even more so we can get up to 57 million again, and probably freeze the wheel too so we can run for longer. And while we're at it, introduce an auto clicker. So we just send the hamsters on a really big tumble. And the top hat hamster is actually keeping up with this. I knew that top hat was good for something. And I kind of want to see how fast the bar fills up once we turn off the wheel freeze. And it actually looks to be about the same pace. And then it blows up. But hey, we got to the merging point that we needed. So we have a few more higher paying hamsters. But we should also be increasing the income. That would make this go a lot faster, I think. And keeping the maximum amount of hamsters as much as possible. So we're earning about 800,000 every time we do this. I'd say that's pretty good. It better be because we need close to 100,000 to merge the hamsters again. But if we increase this one more time, or maybe 2, we should be earning, yeah, over 1 million monies every spin of this now. So we can get there way sooner. And we're actually on a good pace to get to level 6 at this rate. I don't know how the hamsters can get fancier than a top hat, but I would love to see it. And there's 100 million, which can all go towards making another level 2 hamster. These are so expensive. And realistically though, if we had the money, then we could merge all these up to another top hat hamster. But that also takes a whole lot more. So let's move on to the next wheel, where the amount of money they earn is even greater. Or at least it should be, yeah, 500,000 just from the top hat. That is a very dapper little hamster. So we can very easily get to 100 million again, but then we still need a little bit more to merge the hamsters again. Thankfully though, it doesn't take too much longer, and we can merge them yet again. Might as well increase the income while we're at it, and bring in the most hamsters that we can. And then might as well do the wheel freeze again. And let's also pair that with the ×2 income. So the auto clicker can really go to work. That top hat hamster is earning 1 million just on his own. So that gets us to the 233 million that we need to merge them again. And we are on our way to 500 million with this. And then after the freeze is done, we still have a little bit of time for the ×2 income. So we're just gonna send it all the way until that's done. And then the wheel blows up. Now we can merge these 3 together for another level 3 hamster. I like that. And then again for another level 2 hamster. And increasing the speed is actually still really cheap, so we should definitely do this as much as we can, which actually puts it on par with the income as far as level goes. So they are getting the little money clicks even sooner. And we can still put in quite a bit of money to get more hamsters. And even though the wheel overheats, I still think the auto clicker is the best thing because the heat seems to rise at a fixed interval. So we just bring it all the way up, and then all the way down, and then all the way up again. Just turning on the auto clicker for a little bit at a time. And sometimes the wheel still blows up, but that's okay because they get right back to it. So there might actually be nothing wrong with just keeping the auto clicker on at all times. Might as well do it then, since I feel like we're gonna need $1 billion to merge the hamsters really soon here. And even with how much money we're earning, the level experience bar is not moving very much. So it might be better to just use the money that we have and increase the income as much as possible. So the top hat hamster is almost earning $1 million. There he is. He's earning $1 million organically without the ×2 bonus. So that makes it even more worth it. And there's so many money numbers, it's honestly hard to tell just how much the other hamsters are making. But thankfully, it just takes a few more times of the wheel blowing up for us to merge the hamsters again. So everything is in place for us to work our way to 2 top hat hamsters, if only we had the money to do it. At least we can continue upgrading the income. So I think the level 3 hamsters are earning $500,000 on their own, because we are earning like 3 million every go around, plus a little bit extra, and we can really boost those numbers by increasing the income yet again. So the top hat's earning $1.5 million. So it is letting the level 6 bar at the top go along a little faster. It also puts us on a very good pace to get to 1 billion monies. So we get all the way to 1 billion, and we can put all of that money towards upgrading the income, which honestly wasn't as many times as I thought it would be. We can put the rest towards speed, and now the top hat hamster is earning 2 million every time, which should mean that the level 3 hamsters are earning 1 million on their own, which is way better for us too. Especially if we activate the wheel freeze again, and then just let the hamsters go crazy. So in no time at all, we get to 1 billion again. That is an insanely fast collection rate. And then the wheel returns to normal, but we can merge the hamsters again. So now we need 1.2 billion to merge yet again. At least we don't need to buy any more hamsters to merge all the way to another top hat. So let's just get there as soon as we can, because that'll come in real handy on the next wheel. Although not having more hamsters does kind of nuke our income a little bit. But we are still earning roughly 5 or 6 million every time. And hey, we can get to the next wheel. That means even more money. Oh, and it's a funny circus looking one too. And surprisingly, the increase on this next wheel isn't too much. Like the top hat was at like 2.3 million before, and now it's only at 2.5. So that's a little upsetting, but we can still work our way towards getting 2 top hat hamsters for an even 5 million every rotation. And I don't even know what the maximum amount of hamsters is on this wheel, but we can't afford that quite yet. Okay, so there's the maximum amount of hamsters, and they are packed in pretty thick there too. But what they really need is more speed increase. I do kind of wonder if we're gonna see quadrillions here in a sec, but we need to get to trillions first. And the amount of money that's needed to get more merged hamsters is still really ridiculous. So let's get another ×2. Along with wheel freeze. So we just let the auto clicker rip as long as it can, and that is giving us way more billions. Look at that. Sadly though, even with the ×2 bonus, that level counter at the top is not moving very fast. Even less so once we lose the ×2. But we do have 5 billion and change, so we can get more merged hamsters at least, until we need 4 billion to do that again. So let's just get them more speed. So I think we can just increase the income to level that. So the top hat hamsters are earning 3 million every time, and our speed is already looking pretty nice. So I don't think I need to upgrade that again. Just need to give the income a few more levels. So that is also looking nice. And so now we're earning more than 10 million every rotation. That is amazing. But even with 10 million every time, the billions don't go up very fast. Might as well just be single digit income. At least it's a single digit that moves very quickly. I'm just kind of nervous what the number is going to be after we merge more hamsters together. But we got to make more money, so let's do it. 5.8 billion. Okay, that's honestly not terrible. And so we're still earning a whole bunch whenever the wheel resets and the hamsters charge for eternity. And we are able to get to 1 billion pretty fast, but it takes even more time to earn much more than that. And there really isn't a prestige system in this game that I've noticed. So earning billions from hamsters spinning on a wheel is honestly, I think, a good place to end this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's more games like this that you want to see, then be sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern. And I would like to thank the channel members, including Bread, Corby Farm, Dakota, Donamoto, DVONX, Ancient Elixir, Matthew, Hateful Harold, Peggy Sue, Drip Along, Angel, Lily Bites, Miner Within, DeGarity, Sands, V, Isaac, Killer Squad, Mousy, and Nicholas.